Hi, this is Arthur Rosato. You're watching Rock and Roll Gallery Shot Talk. And what should we talk about? Let's talk about my approach to shooting music.
What year?
And this would be 69, 70. That's kind of like the prime year that I was shooting intensely for like Rolling Stone and that ilk. In those days, shooting, I shot mostly at the Fillmore in San Francisco and Winterland. I would call different promoters in the Bay Area and shoot certain shows down in San Jose. I would just say, "Hi, I'm from Rolling Stone, blah, blah, blah." And they said, "Sure, come on down." That was my sales pitch. That basically was it. If you said Rolling Stone, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to show them anything. Really, there weren't that many of us doing it. I did get a couple letters as assignments. Like I mentioned, like Moody Blues, they actually wrote a letter up saying, I am authorized on their letterhead to shoot this concert. And it was, I don't know, it was okay. But I felt better just being myself without letters. I had to figure out where I was going to stash the letter. So at the Fillmore, I knew everybody there because I would say hi. And that's the most important thing. It's like you talk to the security guys, you say hi. You talk to them about any and everything. You're not trying to sell them anything. You just want them to remember your face. That's all you want. The guy at the top of the stairs who lets people in, "Hi, I'm from Rolling Stone." "Oh yeah, I remember you." Or you come in the afternoon, which is what I did all the time. I would come in and go to the office, and I'd talk to like the Bill's secretary and or any people that are there, and they would say, "Oh yeah, he can come in tonight. We'll put him on the list." And then when I was inside, I'd introduce myself to the stage manager, which is the most important job at the Fillmore because they control everything that goes up on stage. And I say everything, that means any stick, any wastebasket, any person, everything goes past this guy. And I started out by just shooting on the side of the stage, and he'd see me, he'd just give me a little, "Yeah, you can come shoot," And that was it. When I worked for Dylan said to me one time, he says that I was so low-key that I was subterranean. And that's kind of my position. I try and be invisible. I'd always wear the darker clothing, you have to kind of look like you want to blend. So if you're looking at the lighting, in those days the lighting was pretty dismal anyway, so you want to be able to shoot in the corners, and not be seen. And if Bill saw you, that was the worst. Bill would kind of glance at me and then move on. And that was the signal that I was doing it, the right way.
We are talking about the one and only Bill Graham.
Bill Graham, exactly. And this is his home turf. This is the Fillmore. So, he's very protective of that. He's very protective of the musicians. In those days, monitors were just starting to happen. So you weren't used to seeing these little speakers on the front of the stage. And Bill went nuts one night when he saw a monitor right in the view of the audience, and the act was 10 years after. And he was very upset that the audience could not see Alvin Lee's shoes. So he pushed the monitors aside so that the audience, that's kind of detail Bill Graham really enjoyed. He wanted to make sure everybody in the audience saw what they came for,
Well, that would have made it a little bit easier for you to shoot too, as if you weren't so obstructed.
I only had two lenses. I had a 35 and a 135. That's the only thing I used. So the 35 was basically to pick up the whole band, so it was kind of up. And the 135 was like this shot, So I really wasn't concerned about monitors. And like I said, anything that was on stage was part of the set. You weren't shooting, you were always shooting around stuff, whether it's another musician moving into your frame or what, It's tight, but that's part of the composition.